Hi everyone, so today I have a sponsored video for you from Tonic Studios for their new very festive Fayre collection. I did a whole unboxing of each and every item. You can pick up the bundle. I think there's a couple different bundles, but I think it's a large bundle and then some a la carte items. And I'll link that video in the description box because I did go through each sheet of paper and just everything that's in the collection. And they did send these items free of charge for my review. And of course, all opinions are my own. And any links out in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. So thank you for using those if you would like. Like I said, they are now available, I think I said that, in the US. When it launched, it was on the UK site, and there was going to be a little bit of lag between that and the US, but this is all available now in the US, so I'll have links for both of those things in the description box, along with links for the special delivery collection die set and the Belle and Bauble die set. I do have videos for those, and I'll link those too. The Belle and Bauble initially was very similar, and it was a craft kit, so if you see that video, just know it's a whole craft kit, but the dies from that are going to be what is available now just on their own. So I'll have all of the different links there for you guys. So today I think what I'll do is, because there are a lot of different items here, is focus on this one, because this dice set has some interaction that you're going to have a pull tab, and actually even the little hat moves up and down. I hadn't noticed that when I did the unboxing, so I think people want to see that in action, so I'm going to focus on that. Obviously we'll use some of the papers and some of the other items, but for right now I'm going to focus on this part, or at least for this tutorial. But right now what I'm going to do is make a card base. So I think I want to make it probably like a 4x6. I think that'd be fun. This one they did a little like rocker card, so just circle, you know, score it in the middle, and then add your elements to that, and really cute. But I think I'll do a 4x6. Let me look at the sizing of this one and think that'll work. But A2 size, 5x7, obviously all those will work. Slimline, because this is how tall the character is. I just want to make sure I had enough width if I went 4x6, and I think I will. So let's do that. Let me grab some paper for our card base. We'll cut some of this paper, and then we'll go from there. So if we're gonna make our own card base, I do have A2 size paper, but if I want to make this 4x6, I can just cut it at 6 inches along the 11-inch side, and then just cut half an inch off the other side. We need it to be 8x6. So I'm just gonna take this and just cut half an inch off of that side. Try to keep it nice and straight as much as I can there. And then I'm going to score that at 4 inches on this 8-inch side. And then we'll cut a little matte layer and then just go from there. Put together our cute little interactive character. And here we go. Recently I keep misplacing my bone folder, but I found it. Okay, so there we go. And let's get some of the, I'm going to use the 8-inch cardstock because it has a smaller perspective, more for like a card. Everything on here is just adorable. I mean, that's so cute. You know what, maybe we'll go with that. Let's go with, or you know what, the night scene one? I'm not 100% sure. Let me see. I like the one with the little tree line, but that's also like this one, the dark one. So I'm trying to find that. Let me skip through these guys and find that paper. I'll be right back. All I had to do was turn this around. It's right here. It has little foiling and everything. So I'm going to cut this down to 3 7/8 by 5 7/8. So just under 4 inches by just under 6 inches. And I'll just go ahead and glue that down. And I will be right back. So we have our card base ready to go. And then, love that I have the actual product here for you, because a lot of times, like I said, I get samples and maybe it doesn't have the carrier or the info or anything, but I do like to be able to show you guys what that looks like. They have a little QR code there if you're looking for some inspo. It goes to their blog, their craft room, and just super cute. So it's showing you different ideas here. I mean, you can make it like a polar bear, you can make it like a bear, like a grizzly or something, their little penguin. Just really cute ways to mix and match. I think the sweater fits both bodies, I would assume. So if you want to make the sweater, it should fit that one. Yeah, or like the scarf, or however you want to dress this up. But it does say that we need the body, so one of, either shape, because obviously the bear one has the ears. You need one of the braces. You need just right here, you'll need 5 of the pulley, which is quite a bit, so that's good, because again, you're going to stack it up so that it does its job, right? So we have that. You're going to need an axle times 3 per moving arm and leg, or leg, so each one needs 3. The one die cuts all 3 at once, which is great. Hub, 1 per moving arm or leg. I guess that would be this part. I'm assuming this larger one. That's what it looks like. But again, we'll walk through this, so if I'm incorrect, we will fix that. And then the limbs, you need 2 per moving arm or leg. So if this is your little arm or leg, it's the same shape. You need 2 for each. So essentially 8, right? You need 2, 4, 6, 8. And then, you have your little hat. So they didn't talk about the hat because it's on top of here, and all you do is decorate it. So we will do that. So let me grab some base pieces so that we can start this, and then I think I might decorate the little face and everything first, though, because once everything's put together, it might be more difficult to put everything on the front side there. So let me just grab some papers, and I think I'm gonna do the penguin. Why not? And I will be right back. I have some scraps here of paper and some thicker papers. So for our body, I'll run it through this black paper. And depending on what you want the thickness on this is some heavyweight paper, and maybe that might be too heavy, I don't know. I'm still going to probably use this cream color paper, which is also heavyweight paper, but I just have this here. So I'm going to run this guy through that. So we need 5 of this one, right? So 1 of the body, 5 of this. You need the brace. The brace is pretty much hidden in the back, but I do want it to be made from some sturdy stuff, so I'm just going to run it through the black paper also. And then the axles and the arms and all that. So for the little arms and legs, I guess those all should be black. So we're going to take this guy, we're going to run it through 4 times. We need 4 of this. And I'll probably wait until after I'm almost done cutting everything to cut these guys down, just so I don't misplace anything. But for right now, I'm going to cut all those main pieces. And then if you look at your inspo, our little character has little white accents. So for me, I have this pearlescent white paper. I'm going to cut his little tummy area, the face, which would be this one for our penguin, and that one for the bear. The little hat, which is super cute. You have these 2. One is kind of curved and the other one's straight. So let me see. I think the straight one goes on the penguin, because if you look at the top of the penguin's head, see how this is kind of curved? The top of the penguin's head's more straight. So I suppose this one will go for our penguin. I'm going to do a little red hat. This is the brim accent, and I'm going to do a darker red for the accent. And then the gloves. So you have 2 boots. I suppose that little accent can also go on the boots, and it also can go on the gloves. So I'm going to cut out 2 red gloves, and then 2 accent pieces for that. Okay, so that's that. And then we'll talk about his little scarf later. So for right now, I just wanted to get his whole face done. So I'm going to run all these different things through, and when I come back, we will start assembling. I'm sorry guys, as I'm cutting this, I don't recall what I said as far as the arms and legs. I need 8, because you need 2 per. Remember, we had mentioned that. So anyway, I think I might have said 4, but we need 8. I'll be right back. Okay, I have everything cut. I do have one last thing that I've failed to mention here, is our little nose. I had seen it there, but just forgot. A little nose beak, I guess. I guess it's a beak. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna run that through. Okay, so a lot of times I get measurements on dies, but these are not very large, right? So the biggest one cuts a piece that is 2 inches at the width of it and about 3 1/4, so 2 inches here. So I mean, that's the biggest die there is. So that should accommodate lots of different machines. And like I said, I wanted to go ahead and create the little face first, just so that I would have that down, and then we can go from there. So let me grab my glue. We are going to want to leave a little space for a scarf, but the scarf can go over this area too if you're going to use the scarf, right? So not too big a deal. So again, I use this kind of pearlescent paper here. I'm going to pop that right there, and maybe a little higher up. He has little dots for cheeks. If you want to, color that in, add a little inking, you can definitely do that. I'm going to put glue around here real quick, and then this glue on his little tummy. I have that guy. And then let me grab this. That looks about right there. Cute. Little accent piece. For his little beacon that just comes to life there, so cute. And these guys are ×2, so we're going to glue all of these guys together. Really get some glue in those little spikes though. And you know, I'm gonna glue them front, like rough side to rough side, because that just makes it smoother. They are pretty much symmetrical, and it just seems like they'll nestle in better than if I had a beveled side plus a beveled side. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So I'm gonna glue those together like that. Make sure these are all just lined up. So I'll do that with all the pairs. Our little gloves, hat. This little hat, can't quite grab it. There we go. We're gonna have the same cuffs on all of them. So there's little darker red accent, and this little guy. Cute. So we have those guys ready to go. There we go. And then these, all 5, we are going to layer up together. Let me put this die back on the carrier. And you're just going to glue these guys together. Again, I'm going to pay special attention to the very edges, right? So I'm just running my glue kind of right across those. And these guys, I'm just going to stack them, you know, wrong side to right side, because there's 5 of them. So even if you pair them up in odd ways, it's just, I'm just going to stack them up on top of each other. So there's 1, right? 2, 3, 4. So you can imagine I'm just going to keep stacking them. And really get those on those edges there. Okay, I'll be back when I have 5 high. So we have pairs of these. Whenever you talk about the arms and legs down here, that's actually step 6. They're telling you to glue the axles together, and you know, however, and it says if you want to increase rigidity of the arms, if you want to add like another layer, you always want 1 more axle layer. So if you have 3 of this, you want 4 of these guys, or right now we have 2 and 3, right? So just keep that in mind if you're making it thicker. If you need, you know, your paper might not be as sturdy, you want to make it thicker. As many sheets of paper or die cuts as you're using, add 1 more for the axle. It is saying also if you are going to use gloves and boots, which I didn't put the boots on, but I did do the gloves, to give yourself a little more thickness between the brace, this part, and the body. So they are saying to use more of these hubs, and so it says use 2 additional let's see, mount the brace die cut on 2 additional double layers of hub die cuts to add space between the brace and body. Now that sounds like 2 additional double layers, sounds like 4, but I'm still just going to do 2. Hopefully that'll be okay. So let's put these things to the side for right now, and we'll talk all about that, because that's basically the next thing. And then we have this guy, and it's basically showing you how you're going to fold it. It has all these score lines, and it has double score lines pretty close together, because you can imagine this is going to slide through there. So what they're showing you is that it needs to be scored on both of those little score lines. And actually, let's put the nice side up. So let's go this way. And then again on that second score line. And a lot of times when I do glue things like this together, I might even put this down just to make sure I have the thickness right. So again, score it on both of those lines as best you can. There you go. And there you go. Okay. So it's going to look something like that. That's kind of what they're showing you here. Again, I will need some of these double axles. Sorry for the rough edit, guys. We're going to need double hubs, right? So the hub is the larger one, axle is the little guy, so this guy. So I'm going to cut this out 4 times, because I'm going to need 4 to go underneath here to give it some space. So I'll be right back. Okay. So basically I'm just going to glue these guys together. So 2 of them. Just a little something. And then I suppose I'm going to add that. It says between the brace and the body, or between, yeah. So I'm just going to stick that here. okay, on the underneath side. So I hope I'm reading that correctly. That one and this one, and I'll continue doing it for all those 4 little dots that you saw there. So this one here, and then just adding some glue here to hold that piece on, right? Okay, and here and here I'll do the same thing. Okay guys, so we have that modification. Again, if you're doing the gloves and stuff, if you're not, I suppose you can just leave it. We need this guy. We're going to turn it over. And this long area, see how there's like a long stick area? That area needs to go down here. And it sticks there, okay? Now, the reason I was kind of like, okay, if you double up those other pieces, where do you actually put the glue? But I guess I'm still going to put glue on here, and that's what's going to hold it, and I will still put a little here just in case, you know, but there you go. So I put it mostly on those dots and a little bit down the center, and then this guy goes right in the center, lining it up at the bottom. That's kind of your guide there. Okay, so I'm just going to hold that down for a minute. So I just want you to see it's lined up right at the bottom, and the instruction tells you to do that. So, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so we have that piece set up, and now they're telling you to pop this guy on here. And this is definitely the rough cut side, and this is the other one. This is so sturdy. You're going to pop this on here, and basically it's going to go up as high as that, right? That part doesn't matter right now because we're going to move it, but for now, as we're setting it up, you can see the little hat's like right up there. That's there, and that's fine. I haven't stuck the hat to my little pulley, but that's okay. And what it says, just go ahead and bring these guys over and glue them down now, which is basically what I was hoping to do, because that way we know that, you know, we have the right thickness. And then it says just to be careful not to glue this to your pulley. So I'm just going to hold that. Not super tight. I'm giving myself a little room. It's a little bit loose, but still the guides will help. So I'm going to hold that down. I'm just keeping it nice and straight here. And then maybe the next one. Again, just kind of pulling that down to help guide it, but I'm not keeping it super, super stiff. You can already kind of see if it's going to move, you know, give yourself a little zhuzh there. And then the last one, and again, you're also making sure that you didn't, you know, glue it down. The last one here. But there, and train that one there. Try to line these guys up, oopsie, really well. Okay, I'm going to hold that, and again, also check to make sure I didn't like completely glue it down. I will be right back. In the meantime, when I come back, I'm going to cut a few more of these. So you are going to need more of these guys. It says you just need one per moving arm and leg, so I'm just going to run this through twice. Okay, it's going to help you kind of cover up the little area, this axle area. And then with this one, you need 3 for each one, so I'm going to run this through also, well, 4 times. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so with what they call the axles, you are going to stack them 3 high. So just make your little stacks of 3. Maybe this one, I'll put glue on the back of this. And that's what's going to keep your little arm having an area to kind of swing around. So we need our stacks of 3, and then we have these guys to help us cover that up. So you can imagine if you put the little arm, you put this guy in here, and then this glues to that, okay, to keep it down. But I will be right back. Okay, so I have all my little guys here. So what we're going to do is put a little glue just in this little center area of these 4 guides, right? We want to make sure those are really stuck down though. And then we're going to take these guys, and again I'm putting the rough cut down towards these little dots, the area. That way it'll hold down nice and flat. Oh. And I'm going to let that set up for just a moment, because I know I have some glue and all that. I want that to completely be dry, or maybe even get rid of it a little bit before we bring in our little legs and our arms. I think I can go ahead and on 2 of these guys I'll add the gloves. And I'm assuming these go towards the end here. Something like that. And I'm just choosing a spot for those to go. I don't have any clue. I think that'd be fine right there. And same thing for this one. Again, I'm not really judging that too. I'm just eyeballing it, should I say. It's about right, about the same. And then our hat, I'm going to really stick this guy down. I could have done this prior to putting this all together, but you can kind of push this up a little higher than you need and get that hat on there. So cute. And the hat kind of just hangs around the back of his head because as you're pulling this, this is where that begins, so it doesn't obstruct anything. So it's just kind of behind his head just a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna let that set up and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so we're just gonna wrap this up. So I'm gonna put these little legs in here, right? And you can kind of see how it just nestles right into that pulley system. This is so cute. So we're gonna put glue just on that little dot, and you're gonna bring one of these guys over. And I'm gonna put the smoother side facing down, the rough side facing up. That's just, you know, I don't know. And basically that's gonna hold onto that little tab area. Same thing with this one. Oh, I don't want to put glue on my little leg. I'm kind of placing them the same way right now. I don't know if that matters, but I assume it does. And I have them kind of facing out, the little legs. And I'm just going to pop this on here also. Okay, we need to stay right in that center, and then the little arms, again, facing down, because you want the arms to stick out. Now, again, I don't know, you know, I placed these on here a certain way. I think that's what I'll do with these guys too. Maybe you're supposed to place them a little lower. I don't know. I'm putting it right there. So as this pulls, you can imagine, oh my gosh, look at that. It's already moving. Okay. So you saw what I did. I kind of put them with a little peg left to go, but maybe you want to put it at the very top. I don't know. Okay. Last two covers here. There's that one. And this one, I'm gonna let that dry for a little while before I even move on to try to get this onto my card base and all that. Cool. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, let's see. Oh, yep. Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone. I left it alone for just a couple minutes, but let's see. Let's give it a little pull. Oh my gosh, how cute is that? And again, you know, depending on where you left this, because this is going to be in your card up here. So however you set these guys up the first time is where it's going to start, and then it's going to move from there. So it was the leg sticking out. That's so funny. And then you know, it's hard for me to hold on to this because obviously it's going to stick on your card in a different way. I mean, that is so cute. Now, they did not depict on here where this should be glued down. So I'm assuming, obviously you want this to move, we don't want that to glue. Maybe you can put some dimensionals like in here on either side that'll kind of hold that, and just kind of pay attention. Let me see if I can see where that might be. I can probably put some here. But what I'm thinking is your glue probably needs to be on the back of this brace, because that's going to touch your card base, right? All in here, which is good. In here. And possibly these tabs here. So I'm just going to put a little glue there just in case. But I would say if you're going to use dimensional, I would put it like up here, clearing this area. And where else do you think you might want to put some, like maybe there. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to pull this down just a little bit to start off with. And we have our little guy. Sorry. Maybe we put it down closer to the very end. Sure. And then I can put something over here like a little sentiment. So I'm just going to hold that down and I'll be back. Hold down for a little bit. And actually, this is even better. As I was reading the instruction here, it says to pull his hat to wave his little arms. So again, this is pretty wet still, but look at that. Okay. Very good. So this doesn't have to be showing. I just had it there, but at the same time, it should be something like that. That is so cute. All right. So again, I only waited just a couple, maybe a minute, and it's pretty much on there now. So I'm just going to finish my card off. And yeah, so just keep that in mind when you place your little arms, like where do you want to place them in the pulley system to get, you know, your maximum effect or however. So, I mean, this is so cute. Look at all the way up and down. Oh my gosh. Adorable. So, okay, let's get a little something. So we do have sentiments in the stamp. You have like winter hugs, you have your like you're snow cute, and it could go in this little, I'm sorry, I forgot I closed up, sign that one of the characters can be holding. I mean, you can use that on here. I also have this set here that has some fun things in there. So let me go through this. Pick one of these little guys and I'll be right back. This set's really cool because honestly, if you wanted to take like a little strip and maybe have that run across the back or at the top or at the bottom or along the side, I mean, lots of ways. This says this is an envelope decorator because it has these guys. Sorry, one just kind of fell down here. But we have festive fun, some other animals. I think I'm just going to do the have a jolly holly Christmas. Oh, there it is. And I'm just going to pop that right there with some dimensionals. So I'll be right back. Some dimensionals on that. I'm just going to pop this over here. And just keep an eye out for the tutorials. This is a whole collection. You guys saw it has foil, it has stencils, it has embossing folders. I mean, just so much to do with. I wanted to show you guys this little guy today because, you know, it has a little more, well, just more steps, right? So I wanted to show you guys how that works. And super cute. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe how cute that is and how sturdy it feels. Like, this is awesome. So thanks for watching, guys. Thank you so much to Tonic for sponsoring this video. I'll have images coming up. I'll have the links in the description box. And again, these are now available in the US and the UK. Bundles, all that will all be linked there in the description box. So I will see you all at the next one. Bye now.